And I don't remember whether it was you or me who said, "What are those things?" Okay, so I'm seeing the round objects. They're moving slow through the sky, but when I close my eyes and look through normal vision, I see nothing.
In between flashes, all I could see through the NVG was a bubble. It's a floating bubble.
What are we staring at?
I don't know what they were, but I know they were there.
What you got, Scotty? You ready?
Yeah, I suggest the first thing we do is stay on the road the first time.
What do you think?
I think we're good.
I'm ready. You got your parabolic?
Yep.
Nice.
It is on.
So this is what we're running tonight. Running the night vision scopes. I'm wearing a parabolic. I'm geared down, dude. Gear heavy. All right. I've also got a nice FLIR, man. So we're gonna spot them, and here we go, man.
All right, now I cannot lose these keys.
Okay, well, if you're running real fast for some unforeseen reason, try to listen for them jingling. You ready?
Yeah, you remember the signals, right?
All right, guys, we'll be back when we get in place, but we're going in dark, so we're shutting all the lights off.
All right, did you adjust the focus?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
BGs? Do you have your thermal?
I have the thermal. I haven't adjusted that yet, but I was gonna wait. How about you? You got your thermal?
Yep, it's in my backpack though, so
Oh shit.
it's okay. Let's just walk it and see what happens.
Okay. You ready?
Let's do this.
Into the night we go. Research area 1.
You got any
Here
way
we
to
go.
cover that?
I'm shutting it. Okay. I'm staring at a globe, a round object in the sky that's blinking in its infrared. What do you see?
I see. Okay, so I'm seeing the round objects. They're moving slow through the sky. There's many of them, many of them. But when I close my eyes and look through normal vision, I see nothing.
Dude, some of them are stationary.
Yep.
What is going on here, man? What are we staring at?
I do not know. I don't know.
All right, so the rabbit hole gets deeper. Scott and I witnessed unexplainable aerial phenomenon. Would be one way to put it. Another way to put it would be, we saw unidentifiable.
What would you say you saw?
Well, technically, that fits the definition of a UFO, unidentifiable flying object, 100%.
Unidentifiable flying objects. Okay, this is what happened, right? We walked down in there. I'm saying that. I just can't believe I'm saying that. Unidentifiable flying objects. Why do I say that? Okay, first of all, there was nothing there with the naked eye. Through the NVG monocular, the night vision goggle, there were objects flying all over that cow pasture. Well, there were 4 to 6 of them. And Scott and I aren't sure between the two of us how many, but they were there. And when you put that goggle on, you were looking, these things were flashing. They were using infrared light, and they were flying around. And a couple times they zipped back and forth real quick. They made no sound at all.
The odd thing about them was there was no sound. No sound at all. So, it's weird, first of all, having those things flying around out in the middle of nowhere. We
Checked with the thermal, and they don't show up on thermal.
Did you see them on thermal?
No thermal signature at all. No thermal, no sound, and no visible indication that they were there.
Drones make noise, And in order for a drone to actually fly, there's a heat load release. It can't be avoided, man, unless there's some kind of propulsion system that we're unaware of. And I'm not excluding that. But what I can tell you is that this has absolutely happened. It's absolutely real. We absolutely saw it. They absolutely made no sound. They absolutely could not be seen with the naked eye because we checked about 100 times. I kept going. I can't believe I can't see this. They're there. They're not. They're there. They're not. I pull the goggle down. They're there. Take it off. They're not.
I don't know what it was. Okay, so basically we're doing Sasquatch research, and the Sasquatch research that I usually do, and I'm introducing you, Mark, to it, is doing it with night vision goggles. Night vision devices allow us to see in the dark, to navigate, to hike to the spots that we're supposed to be in the dark. So basically we put the goggles on, got our gear together, and we're moving out toward the field when we both looked up in the sky and noticed there were huge, bright, flashing lights in the sky. If I was to compare them to something else, like to a planet or a star, I'd say if you're looking up 45-degree angle up, they were probably about the size of a dime, and they were flashing bright. And I don't remember whether it was you or me who said, what are those things? But basically we looked at them. They were flying low. They were flying fast, moving across, and there was between 4 and 6 of them. So there was a bunch of them flying across the top of this field. As a guess, I'm saying it was less than 1,000 yards out, and probably, I wouldn't even guess at the altitude, but probably at a 25-degree angle up over the horizon and coming out over those fields, flying back and forth. And the odd thing about them was there was no sound. No sound at all. So, it's weird, first of all, having those things flying around out in the middle of nowhere. We flipped the night vision devices up, and they're gone. So that was just quite a shock. I was like, Mark, flip your night vision up. And you flipped it up, and they're gone. And it's like, I watched you flip your night vision up and down several times, because it's odd. You put the night vision down, they're there. They're flying over top of the field. You flip the night vision up, they're gone. Not there. Moving back and forth across the areas. Sometimes they would dart, change directions. About the size of a dime, they were flashing. Boom, boom, boom. Flip the night vision up, they're gone. Nothing there, no sound, no nothing. So, really, that's all I can tell you there. So, there was something out there flying, and I believe they were using an IR strobe. And who knows what that is? No idea. No idea what it is. No idea as to who was flying it, who it belongs to. But it's odd that they were out there in that particular spot. But it's not supposed to be in the sky. It was intelligently controlled, I could tell by the way it was moving. And there were several of them. And if, my first thought is, well, it's a drone. Drones are expensive, and there were several of them. And drones with IR strobes are expensive too. So they were there.
How about drones that don't make noise?
Well, they don't make such a thing as a drone that don't make noise that I'm aware of. And, I try to stay up on the technology. But no, I've never heard of a drone that doesn't make noise. And if they were far enough away for us, and we had planes flying over, so we could see airplanes.
Yeah.
They make noise. I mean, they were flashing, but the difference is when you flip your night vision up, you could see the airplane lights, and you can hear the noise in the same, same time frame, same everything. These things were not airplanes, so I don't know what they were. But I know they were there, and I know, it was very unusual sight. I'll put that.
Astounding technology. No sound, no heat load. Come on, man. Release of energy. Where's the heat load? It would show up on the thermal, man. That's my take on it. Unless it's some kind of propulsion system that doesn't, it's a different kind of, it has to be. There's nothing else it could be. When they were flashing infrared light. So yeah, you can't see with the naked eye, but there were no craft there. With the goggle on, these things were in front of us, and they were flashing fast, and then they took off over the research area. They were zipping around. Most of the time, they flew real slow and just blinked, flashed on and off, and then it was just strange, man. Okay, so we're gonna try to document that further, I don't know how, because you can't see them. There's a plane flying by far away. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about in between flashes, all I could see through the NVG was a bubble. It's a floating bubble, and then it would flash infrared, you know? Yeah, it's strange, and we need more information, and I'm real curious now why this would be flying there in the exact spot I saw Bigfoot in 2013. I don't know. Is it some kind of a system that somebody has to keep track of what's going on out there? I don't know. You know, I just know it's strange that there's technology that uses no sound and doesn't have a heat load that shows on a good thermal camera, two good thermal cameras, and somehow is using the exact technology that is used for filming at night and taking pictures at night. So whether it's this agency or that agency or somebody else, I don't know who, they have very advanced technology, and it appears, based on the equipment and what we witnessed, that they're filming or trying to capture some kind of imaging. Otherwise, why the infrared light at night? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. More will be revealed, I can tell you that. And we're on it. You can bet we're on that. So everybody likes to think they know what's going on out there. And we spend a lot of time out there. And I can tell you, we're shocked most days. This is a subject that we're calling Bruce Banner. Subject is approximately 10.5 feet tall, and we estimate somewhere around 11 to 1,300 pounds.